one of the most dangerous structures in the history of the business, measuring 2 miles of chain. The Elimination Chamber is always one of my favorite matches of the year, and most of the time is filled with great action, excitement, and nasty bumps. With the massive structure about to be filled with superstars like John Cena, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, The Miz, and Bray Wyatt in 2 weeks, time to look back at the 10 best Elimination Chamber matches in WWE history. The year is 2011, and Alberto Del Rio just won the Royal Rumble, and Raw needs a #1 contender for the WWE Championship, currently being held by The Miz. The match was contested by John Cena, Sheamus, John Morrison, R-Truth, CM Punk, and Randy Orton, and is one of the most underrated Rumbles of all time. The story development was the showcase of this match, and who can forget the John Morrison spider climb off the chamber. Cena walked out the eventual winner and ended up main eventing WrestleMania against The Miz to create absolute magic and an all-time classic. Up next on the list is a perfect mixture of star power and shocking ending. The Undertaker was heading into the chamber after beating Rey Mysterio at the Rumble. The rematch against Shawn Michaels from a year prior at Mania 25 was inevitable, but it was still a shock to see HBK break into the chamber just to cost Taker the match after outlasting Mysterio, Punk, R-Truth, and John Morrison. In the end, Chris Jericho was able to pin the Dead Man, causing the match between Edge and Jericho at Mania 26. I thought the 2012 Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship was good, okay? There, I said it. I know Santino almost won and it lacks star power, but the story of Santino in that match when he shouldn't have even been there in the first place, and how he was incredibly close to winning, had me out of my seat. It would have been higher on this list had it not been hated by a large portion of the internet. At the No Way Out pay-per-view in 2009, Edge walked in as a cocky champion and was riding a wave of momentum after winning the belt at the Rumble over Jeff Hardy. But in a shock turn of events, the champ was eliminated in 4 minutes and sent packing. The rest of the match was absolutely underrated, and the final showdown was so incredible, with The Undertaker battling Triple H. The game ended up coming out on top and successfully retained his title versus the Royal Rumble winner at the time and the current Royal Rumble winner, Randy Orton. The second entrance on this list from 2010 is from the Raw portion of the event, where Sheamus defended his WWE Championship against 5 other competitors: John Cena, Ted DiBiase, Kofi Kingston, Triple H, and Randy Orton. This chamber set up many Mania matches, as we saw the Dissolving Legacy, Triple H setting up his match by eliminating then-champ Sheamus, and the battle between Cena and Trips at the end where Cena made him tap out to retain the title was a great ending. And of course, Batista coming out at the very end to take the title off Cena under Vince McMahon's orders, as well, capped off a great chamber match. What happens when you put 6 of the best stars Raw has to offer at the time in the same ring for a shot at the WWE Championship at WrestleMania on the line inside Satan's prison? You get one hell of a match. Triple H ended up defeating JBL, Umaga, Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, and his best friend Shawn Michaels in an instant classic chamber match, and going on to face Cena and Orton for the title in a triple threat match in Orlando at WrestleMania. Although Goldberg should have won the 2003 Elimination Chamber match at SummerSlam, there is no arguing that this match isn't an all-time great in the Chamber's history. Triple H, Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, and Mr. Quad, Kevin Nash, may have not met the high expectations of the first Elimination Chamber a year prior, but this match was still good from start to finish, even if Triple H winning made no sense because he would drop the belt to Goldberg at the next pay-per-view. Remember when I said Edge was eliminated from the chamber in 4 minutes by Jeff Hardy at the 2009 Raw Elimination Chamber? Well, he wasn't done for the night yet, and visibly furious, the Rated R superstar took to the ring and attacked Kofi Kingston before he could get in the structure, rendering him unable to compete. The former champ locked himself inside the pod, and sure enough, it worked, as he entered last and won the World Heavyweight Championship, the same pay-per-view he walked in as the WWE Champion. Even without the stellar ring work of the other competitors, this match would have ranked highly, but Edge was just the cherry on top. Even if we ignore the obvious elephant in the room and acknowledge that Chris Benoit was in the match for a second, we have to agree that the 2005 Chamber match is one of the best of all time, right? The storytelling of Batista being the enforcer for Triple H, to the beginning of the matches between Edge and Shawn Michaels, who was the referee for that match as well. It all fits so well together and was almost the best. Almost. You can't beat the original, and we all know the story by now about how Shawn Michaels had the amazing street fight with Triple H after his career almost being over 4 years earlier, and winning the WWE title in the inaugural Elimination Chamber match. Or when RVD almost murdered Triple H from a 5-star frog splash off the top of the chamber pod. Whether old or young, this match can bring a tear to your heart and may never be beaten as the best chamber match in WWE history. And those were the 10 best Elimination Chamber matches in WWE history. If you enjoyed the video, why not check out another one on screen and subscribe to Wrestling Hub for the best wrestling content. With that being said, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you guys later.